Hey, everybody who isn't here yet. Oh, crud. Hang on a second. It's always something, don't you know? I should probably turn the other way so that you guys can actually see that. Because that's what you really want to see. That stuff. Not that it really matters. It's all going to get seen. And I'm just jibber jabbering at the moment. And that light's going to be in everybody's eyes. So there you have it. Brian, how you doing, buddy? Is it clear on your end? Because I'm not moving, so I guess it's not too bad, is it? Looks okay. What you been up to? You were on vacation for a while, huh? I'm in Furby hell. Not really. I'm feeling like I will be here in a few days. I don't know if you can see. There's some of them. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. What you been up to? I got problems. But you guys already know that. So one of these days I'll get a place situated so that that light's going to be annoying. Let me see if I can fix that. You want them all. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can fix that light over there. I think that's worse. I'm thinking it's worse. It's not that light, that's why. Well, it's just going to have to be where it is. Good. Back to work, you filthy animals. I'll tell you what. There's a story of a man named Not Brady. Hola. The first thing that I have to do is I got some friend mail. Look, I have friends. It's proof right here. I probably shouldn't show the address, so it doesn't matter. Came from Danielle. You guys know who Danielle is, don't you? Well, I opened it, but I opened it for the ease of opening it. Geez Louise, it's empty. Who sends an empty package? Danielle, enjoy Noel. Danielle, Yard Streams and Dreams. Actually, she sent me this lovely hat. And I couldn't help myself. So there you have it. Thank you, Danielle. I was going to buy it from her. She never sent me anything. And then because I'm old, I forgot all about it. My son brings in the mail and he's like, there's a package for you. And I'm like, I didn't order anything. And he goes, I don't know what to tell you. So there you go. Danielle, you're awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Greg's in book hell. I'm in book hell too, Greg. Don't worry. So let me just move and you guys can see some of them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them in their boxes. The boxes aren't in great shape. The other, there are 44 of them total is what I got. The rest of them are down here in this tote. Almost all of them have their tags. From what I can see, only one of them has some issues where I'm going to have to do some cleaning on it. So, woot woot. But my friend, I guess I have more than one friend. Shh, don't tell my kids. The that lives around here, and she has a booth in Astoria. I'm probably going to sign up for one. Brian and Greg and Tracy and Cameron. She sent me a post from Facebook. I don't know. Today's Sunday, right? It's been a long weekend. Let me just say, I filled my car up twice. I've spent, don't judge me, $1,450 from yesterday to today. If I average that out, who did European Behind the Shed? If I average that out to the amount of items, I know I love Astoria. It's about, I would say, Brian, it's about a 2-hour drive, depending on who's driving from where I live. My sister lived in Astoria for years. They had a dairy there, and then they bought 2 dairies down in Nehalem, which I'm sure you know where that is because it's on the way to Tillamook, to Cannon Beach, and all of that. Way past Cannon Beach, on the way to Tillamook. They sell to Tillamook. Anyway, I digress. So my friend that does a lot of thrifting, she buys bigger pieces furniture. She has a Facebook group, almost 1,000 people in it, that she sells to privately. I met her. She's been to my garage sales many times, and last year we connected, and so now she has a panel van, and she has 2 huge storage units that she puts her stuff in. One she has set up for people to walk through, and the other one she uses for storage. So she sent me this post in the buy, sell, whatever Facebook group for Portland of this estate sale yesterday. And it was funny. It might not still be on here because this was the 3rd weekend that this family had this sale. She took it off, but I still have a picture of it. Huge estate sale. This was for today. We found more stuff. We will be open Saturday from 10 to 2. If you have been by before, we have brought out many more new items. Everything has to be gone this weekend. Make an offer. Well, I went yesterday with Renee, and I filled my car up, and if most of you follow me on Instagram, then you saw 3 posts today of part of the stuff that I got yesterday. There's no way I could even. Damn, 3rd weekend and all that stuff was still there. Oh, they were hoping to be done yesterday, Greg. And then last night, they had a vintage cream separator, which if you aren't familiar with dairy items, it's where you pour the milk in, separates the cream from the milk, blah, blah, blah. It's a vintage De Laval cream separator. She wanted $100 for it. I wasn't sure. I knew I was going to buy it. Anyway, I didn't. I messaged her later on in the day and I said, do you still have the cream separator? And she said, yes. I said, can I come tomorrow and pick it up? And she said, we went up into the attic and her brother found a crawl space full of shit. She didn't say that. So yeah, we'll be open again tomorrow. Literally, if Tim, over the years, Tim could have seen this place, he would have lost his freaking mind. This is just 2 pieces I got today. That is Custard Glass, for those of you who aren't familiar. I got 2 pieces of that today. I got 4 pieces of... These weren't out yesterday. This is Black, Amethyst, Fenton. It's signed by the artist who did the painting on it. Let's just have a moment of... Sorry. I got that piece. I'm just going to show you these real quick. That piece. And these two pieces, these are all black Fenton Amethyst. Black Amethyst is what they're called. And I got these two. They practically just gave them to me. These are for me. These are for my collection because I have a couple of friends that call me Wonder Woman having to do with my burns and cancer. And these are from, let's see if there's a date, 1979. This one. Hi, Scotty. This one's it's hard to read, 76. Cool, huh? Cool beans. They found all of these glasses. They must have had, I would say they had about 200 glasses. They had Wonder Woman. They had all the comics. They had Roadrunner. I didn't even look at them because I was just like, I have no desire for those. I had no clue that they had Furbies. I knew that they had, and then they put up more pictures last night. She said, we found more stuff. I put new pictures up. We're going to be open tomorrow at 10. I said, perfect. I'll be there tomorrow to get the cream separator, which I paid $100 for. And let me just tell you, I can't, let's see. Can you see it right there? Right there. It weighs a ton. I think I can get about $500 for it. I don't know if I'm going to put it on eBay. I know plenty of people around here in the area. It still works. But there was more in that cream separator than just the cream separator, and they didn't know that. I didn't really either. I didn't pay any attention to it. But this is not a cream separator, but you could use this to have some toast with your cream after you got the cream off of your coffee. They had that in the bowl to the cream separator, and they just bagged everything up and put it in the top, all the pieces that they thought went to it. So yeah, that's a pretty cool find right there, a little vintage toaster. All right, so let's go through this as quickly as we can. D. Laval is the brand. D. Laval. You want the number off of it, Greg? I already looked it up. I'm not going to mess around with the number on it. Okay, this is electronic Furby. It's got its tag. All of these boxes have been opened. Model number 7800. Trying to figure out where the name for this is. There's got to be an easy way to find the name, don't you think? It's on the tag. All of them have had their batteries removed. That was very nice of them. This is, who the hell? I don't know. It's not saying. Somebody help me here. Let's make a toast. That's really weird. You would think that the name, it just says model number. That's odd. Somewhere it has the name. Anyway, that's this guy. Like I said, some of them have the paperwork with them. Some of them don't. So the story is, while I show you these, let me get a bin to put these in. The story on these is I was looking at some other stuff, which I will show you in a minute. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that light, you guys. I don't know if I can stand in front of it, but T for Mosey. They have an option for envelopes, but when I actually go into print postage, there's only package as an option. I'm missing something. When I use eBay shipping calculator to pass on my savings, like Noelle, you have to go into, you can't just, you got to go into your settings. You got to go into your site specifics and your settings. If nobody here knows, I can't tell you, right? I would have to do it with you. I have it written down. And I'll message you later. And I'm missing. No, it's hard to pass on the savings. You have to do it for your whole store, and then it only works for the new listings from then on, and then you have to go back and edit all of your old listings in order for it to go into your old listings. Does that make any sense? But I don't have it out here, but you go into your store, you go into eBay, and you go into I'll message you later and tell you exactly how to do it. Okay, because this is going to take a while. But is it for something you're trying to send out tomorrow? It's something in your settings that is wrong, and more than I can help you with without looking at what you're doing. And maybe somebody else here can help you, but I will help you later if we can. Okay, so no, just to be able. Okay, all right, perfect. Anyway, so my friend had messaged them this morning, and because I sent her the new pictures, and they had a bunch of collectible new in box Pez dispensers, and I guess she wanted those, and so she said, if you get there before I do, and I said, I'm here, and I got 3 minutes before they'll let us in, so I went straight into where those were, told them that she wanted all of those, she was on her way, she was going to be there shortly, that if they had a problem with it, I'd pay for it right away. And then I saw this. You see that? $19.99 Star Wars Kentucky Fried Chicken. I said, I want those. Yesterday, their prices were like amazing. Today, they were good too. Anyway, we'll go through this a little more too, because it wasn't just that. It was that. And it was these. And these. And some of them are Jurassic Park. Some of them are Batman. There, I know there's Jurassic Park. I saw some. This is Jurassic Park, Tyrannosaurus Rex. These are all from, I was trying to find a date. I think these are McDonald's too. I got them all. I got them all. And some lids too. I don't have anything here from yesterday's haul to show you. That's all in storage. So we'll do that another time. I don't know why, but there's a dot in the middle of my... That's really weird. Oh. All right. I don't know. Who knows? It could be from this. Could be from what? Oh, Lissa, you're alive. Thanks for calling me and letting me know you were alive after your doctor's appointment. Jeez. So glad to see you here. I love you, and I'm glad you're alive. Well, I have a lot more than a lot of 9, Cameron. Uh-oh, incoming. I even have R2-D2. This one's still in the bag, and there's a couple more.
I'm sitting down.
Oh, Dren's out here with some goldfish. You think he's gonna... Hey, Joe, how are you? You think he's gonna share his goldfish with us? It's rude to eat on camera. Are you gonna freeze to death? No socks, no shoes. No shirt. No service. Go back in the house.
Why?
Put some shoes or your slippers on and get a jacket. It's cold out here. Thank you very much.
I got those for me.
You just about had a leaning tower of Furbies.
Ready?
Yeah.
Can I have a flashlight?
I don't have a flashlight out here. So grab one when you go in the house. I guess you shouldn't have come out if you were scared, huh?
I'm not scared. It's I can't see.
Well,
Probably a flashlight in here somewhere.
there's a huge locust tree, black locust tree right outside the building, in between my house and the building, and it's falling. It's falling on the garage. It's getting ready to fall over. It's probably 90 years old. So my brother decided of all days today to start cutting it down. And he's got one of the big lifts, scissor lift, not a scissor lift, but a big lift that he borrowed from one of his friends. So he started cutting it down. He left the whole mess on the sidewalk between the house and the garage, and then he parked the lift with the bucket right on the sidewalk. So you got to walk all the way. Lisa, you can call me anytime you want. I'll answer it if I can. You can leave a message if I don't. I'll call you back. I have to walk like it's ridiculous, but that's how it is. But he's cutting this tree down, and I'm like so ecstatic. They are lovely trees. They are not lovely trees by your house. And I have another one on the side of the house that's probably 120 years old. And it is so big, even like this, I couldn't get halfway around it with my arms. Anyway, that one's got a huge piece hanging over the house that has to come down too. So I'm not really complaining. I'm just thinking to myself that if he blocked off the door to the garage at his house, between the house and the garage, because the office where his wife does all the work for their business, she has to go out through the garage because they have a 3-bay garage, and they took the end bay and made it into an office. If he blocked that off, and she had to go all the way around the house, through the front door, they have a huge house, all the way out around, and then in through the garage.
Hey, there's another Furby.
Are you back? Where's
Yes.
your jacket? Go get one. I asked you to get it. Boy, the listening skills. Nope, no termites here. None. Never seen one in my life. Ever. Just got up to take a pain pill, Ben. I know. Anyway, everybody keep listening your thoughts. She's having some hard times and we love her. So, I was focused on the things, and sitting behind that basket, that tote of the big Star Wars figures was are you ready for this, Cameron? Cameron, you paying attention? I didn't get it. It's the only one I didn't get. They wanted $50 for it, and I wasn't going to pay it. Probably should have got it, but I didn't. Hey, Chip, how are you? How's our girl doing? Is she out? They had, what did I send you, Cameron? They had a Gizmo Furby, and they were set on $50, which was fine. That's fine. I left it there. She's out. You need to oh man, Danica's having an allergic reaction, so she's out on Benadryl. All right, thank you very much. You stole Daddy's flashlight? Oh boy. All right, careful you don't hit those, because if you knock them over, it's going to be
Leaning Tower Furby.
it's going to be the falling tower of Furbies. All right.
These are my go-tos.
Okay, let's get you a little closer over here so that I don't trip over you. All right, are you good there?
Yeah. I like Furbies.
All right,
Cool.
let's get this. So I said to him, oh, Furbies. And he goes, oh, we've got like a whole bunch more upstairs. And I go, I would like to have first, I would like to buy them all. And this other guy comes in and he goes, that's not fair. And I go, it is fair. I said, but you know what? There's probably plenty. After I look through them, if there's any that I don't want, I'm sure I said, you can have them, right? I had no clue how many they had. I had no clue that they were going to have so many in boxes, even though the boxes are in bad shape. They're still boxes. And he brought down two huge totes and a cardboard box full of these things. And that other guy came around the corner and he's like, I want them all. And I just looked at him, at the son, and I looked at the daughter behind, and I said, I have first dibs, right? And she goes, absolutely. I spent a lot of money there the day before.
Minnie?
Don't talk right now, okay? All right. So the guy goes, that's not fair. And he goes, there's plenty there. And I said, there is plenty here. And I said, and I am willing to share. I said, and so he starts digging through the cardboard box that had probably 10 of these boxed in it. And he goes, I'll take all of these. And I said, I'm willing to share, but I want everything that's in a box. He looked at me and he almost called me a name. And he goes, you're not a very nice person. And I said, I am. I said, but it's kind of a first come, first serve situation. And you walked in on a conversation that wasn't yours. And I said, and I was going to be nice and share these with you. But at this point, I said, I want them all. They said $20 a piece. I said, I'll take them all. $880 is what I paid. However, I'm going to tell you that at the end of it, when I tell you how much I paid for everything yesterday and everything today, was right at $1,400. If I count every piece of everything that I have, which is how I'm going to do this, I paid less than $1 for everything I got, and probably less than that, because I got 7 huge boxes of vintage Hallmark ornaments. A lot of them are the in motion ones, so they plug into the thing. A lot of them are big sets. 1 whole box of just Easter, 2 of the Easter trees, and then glass galore. I got Vaseline glass. I got hi Annie. I got I'm just telling you. So, and then there was a guy there yesterday, same thing, an older guy. Man, I am tired of being nice to people who are ass. I am tired of being nice to people who are ass hats, and I'm done. So, I bought them all, and he walked away crying, and that's how it was. Dren was there yesterday. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw that post. Dren got a whole bag full of stuff, a sombrero, a vintage Japanese duck for, how much did you pay?
A quarter, and I got,
look in there.
A quarter, and I got 71 magnets.
Oh, you counted them all. 71 fridge magnets, guys.
Counting the one on top of it, the one that you helped me make.
Okay. Anyway.
And the other 2 in the box.
Heavy earmuffs, Sal. Yes. All right. So here are all of the Furbies. I don't feel bad. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm never going to feel bad again about getting a big amount. I had a really hard time paying all that money, but the more I thought about it, I was okay with it, because when it all adds up to everything I got yesterday and today, and I have about 4 books out of the books that I got that will pay for it all. That's right.
The movie that I watched almost made me cry, and you have 16 fatties. 16.
This is the story of the War of 1898, and it is in 1898.
Huge. That is huge.
That will be one of them.
I didn't know that auction challenge.
Hey, no, I'm not. This is from I looked at 3 books and I bought every one they had. Copyright 1917. The United States Navy. From the Revolution to date. I think I have this somewhere else too. Anyway.
Goldfish. Goldfish.
We'll look at the books a little bit later. Let's get to the Furbies because that's the exciting, super exciting piece for everybody.
Can I tell you?
Phone is dying. Awesome scoring well. Have an awesome night. Thanks for stopping in, Brian. Have a great week. All right. So okay, you need to be quiet now or you're going to have to go inside. Okay? Okay? Is that possible? Because it's about, were you just coming out here to tell me goodnight? Okay, then you need to go back inside. I just had to look at the time. Tell everybody good night.
Night.
I love you. See you in the morning.
Okay.
Had to look at the time. I was like, something's going on here. Okay, so we got this one. This is a Furby Baby. I can learn to talk. Furby Babies. The box isn't too horrible on this one. Some of them are really bad. I don't really. This one's really bad. It's green one. This another Furby Baby. This is the Furbies Special Edition KB Toys Limited. Only 72,000 pieces. That's hilarious. That one was never taken out of the box. It's still hooked to the bottom of the base, but the box is trash. This is Furby Limited, Special Limited Edition. Halloween one would be my guess. Autumn, Furby Autumn Story. This is an electronic Furby. The story of Furby doesn't like they have model numbers somewhere. I'll find the anyway. That's that one. Sorry. Let's see if we can fix. There's got to be a better way. Only 72,000, Lisa. There we go. That one. There's that one. That little guy. This one's actually in pretty good shape. He was taken out. All of the batteries have been removed. So that's a good thing because we all know what kind of a nightmare that can be. There's this one. Furby Babies again. Oh, Furby Special Limited Edition. This one is 139,067 of 250,000. It says on the tag there. That's hilarious. This little one, that one's actually kind of cute. If you like white. This little guy, Furby Babies. I can talk to Furby and Furby Babies. This is the Millennium one. Millennium Furby. I don't know if it's numbered. I can't. Let's just find out. 178,532 of 200,000 made. And it's got a little special little doomahickey right here. I like that word, doomahickey. This one has all the paperwork with it too. This is a Christmas 1999 Furby, and it's probably got a number on it as well. It originally sold for $29.99. It's got a little doomahickey on it too, right there. Good night, Cameron. Thanks for stopping in. This is, I don't know, a jester. That's kind of cute. It's got its paperwork. It's actually the receipt. Looks like the receipt is in there too. That's all of the boxed ones. Now let's look at the unboxed ones. Luckily they have these in totes. Totes my goats. This is a throw-in. The Chihuahua. Doesn't work. All right. This is a big one. 59294 Furby. It's got the little feetsies on it. This one she bought at the Goodwill. It's got a Goodwill sticker on it. Little Easter bonnet, whatever. Spring Furby. They're all numbered. If they have a tag on them, they're all numbered. I did not know that. This little guy's losing. This is a Witch Furby. I should probably keep that one. No comments from the peanut gallery. I wish they had names on them. Anyway. Just says original Furby on it. That guy's had too much to drink. Can't keep his eyes open. Wizard. Thank you, Greg. This one. Another white one. This is... doesn't have a... lost its doomahickey. Here's another one of the same. Wizard. This is the only one that I saw that needs some help. It needs to be brushed out really good and whatever, but it's kind of cute. I think it's, I don't know if it's a bunny or what it's supposed to be. It's got the tag, but the tag's in pretty bad shape. That'll probably be the one I get the least amount of money for. Who knows? I sold one not too long ago that was missing the eyelashes on one side, and it still went for a pretty penny. This little one, zebra. This little one. This little one. This is another one of those fall edition ones. This guy. This guy. This guy. Another one of the gray ones with brown eyes. This guy. This guy. Another white one. This is a little bat. Missing his ear. Might be in here. Missing one of his ear. Oh, no, it's not. It's falling out. It's right here. Not a bat. Okay, that's its ear. It slides on there. This little guy, and then there's a set, a girl and a boy. Another one of these. This one. Yellow one. And then there's these two. Little Mohawk man. And this one has a crown. King Furby, I guess. All right. That was 44 Furbies. Nah, none of them have batteries in them. Thanks a lot. I will send you a message on Instagram, T for Mosey. I'll send you a message on Instagram. Witch's hat and his Halloween colors. Okay. I don't think I have that one, Greg, but thanks. Pretty sure that one's not in here. All right. Let's go through these cups real quick and see what all we got. I don't know the best way to do this. You ready for this, Greg? Anybody want to come on? Or nobody brave enough? All right. 1999. That gal. Doesn't have a cup on it right here. Doesn't mean anything. This is, I don't see a date, but they all have to be about the same. That's that guy. R2D2. There's several of those. A while, Jen. Thanks for coming in. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not even counting. Isn't that Jar Jar Binks, I think? This little guy. Obviously, there's duplicates. So this guy's arms. Yeah, his arms move. Dun. Oh, this is getting better. I think that's Luke Skywalker, isn't it? Anakin. That's what it says on the cup. That means absolutely nothing. This one. And then there's the R2D2 lid. But scope it out. There's a bunch of them still new in the packages. Yoda. Anakin. That's awesome because I won't have to look them up. Collect all 12. Anakin, Darth Maul, Watto, Sabala, Queen Amidala, R2D2, Boss Nass, Captain Tarpals, Jar Jar Binks, Mace Windu, Newt Gunray, and Yoda. Ha! Scope it out, you guys. And the straws. Right there. How many of these are going to have the straws with them that have never been used? Dude. Can we hear it for the little things? Yeah. I can do the music, Cameron. Oh, and there's bags for the ones that were opened. This is just, this lady, she had an eye. You should have seen her place. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, man, these lids to some of the McDonald's cups, they didn't even open them. They haven't even punched this out. Because all them their cups over there. Never seen them with straws. Not sure how much it'll raise the value. I know, Greg. I'm kind of like excited about that. All right. Oh. So when you say 9 sets of them sold, were you talking about these cups, a set of 9 sold. How many did it say was in a group? Well, some of those are different. Some of those are the Star Wars ones, and some of those are, let's just see. Let's just see. So, Star Wars. 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 I know. It's stuck together. Tracy, are you sick? Too? Oh, no. Okay. Star Wars. This is Charles Barkley. Couldn't read the handwriting, but I know that ugly face anywhere. 1991 NBA All-Star Game. Ryan was born in 1991. Okay. This is Charles Barkley. This is don't know. This is from the Olympics. John Stockton, because it's like in big, huge letters, you guys. Trying to read the date on here. 1990. It's hard to read it. It's a mirrored. Oh, here's a better one. 1992. These cups are 1992. All right. I know. And that's just a small stack. Scottie Pippen. Wow. These are brand new. It's like they've never been taken apart. And we have the original Jurassic Park. Holy moly. McDonald's and Coca-Cola, JP3. I guess that's original, isn't it? Let's see if there's a date on here anywhere. Surely there is, but yeah. Hang on. Let me get my magnifying glass, because it's written in white and it's almost on white. (1992) Universal Studios. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. Batman Returns. Why is it so hard for them to put the date somewhere? Okay, Batman Returns. Batman Returns. None of these have been used, you guys, ever. So, Batman Returns. I don't have a lot of these lids, but I have quite a few. I have some in black, some in silver, and some in glow in the dark. The glow in the dark ones are going to be worth the most. Batman. Batman. Or this is Looney Tunes, Daffy Duck, and All-Star Showdown. Sean Kemp. Patrick Ewing. Jeez Louise. More Jurassic Park. More Jurassic Park. Trying to get through these fast so I don't totally and completely bore you guys. Star Wars. These just went in a tub. More Jurassic Park. Ha! I bought them at an estate sale today, Jen. I went to an estate sale yesterday and today. And if you go on my Instagram, you can see pictures of the stuff from some of the stuff from yesterday. We could go live every night for all I care. Me too, Greg. Except for I have to sleep. More Jurassic Park. How much are the Jurassic Park ones, Greg? Can you look that up since you're the Master Blaster 1992 Universal Studio Sounds McDonald's Coke Jurassic Park cups. Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park, Batman Returns, Catwoman. Tracy, they got you on the cut. They got you, Tracy. Batman Returns, Batman Returns. Oh, Batman Returns. We won't talk about who this might be. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Batman Returns. And I have 1, 2, 2 Batman Returns glow-in-the-dark lids. 2 silver 1 Batman Return lids, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the black ones. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 short. I have 2 of the Looney Tunes NBA, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Olympics. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Jurassic Park. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Star Wars. They probably all they probably all go to the Star Wars ones that I have. You never said hi to me, and I kept asking you about the books, and finally I just gave up. I was sewing, so it didn't matter. Just saying. Putting that out there to the universe, Greg. But I'm over it. I went to bed, and I woke up, and it was a new day, and you were listing away like a machine. So, can't get mad about that. You were on it. Okay, so we got that box there, that lid. You guys, I could not have put another, if I had taken Dren with me today, you have 2, oh good. You said hi to me like towards the end, buckwheat. That's okay. You're forgiven. If I had taken Dren with me today, I couldn't have gotten. I could too if my friend was there with her panel van and she would have loaded it up. So I'm just trying to put these away so that I can easily deal with them. And since I don't like touching things more than once, if I don't have to, because it's not. I can put them in the container where they need to go, and I can just grab that container and get them all listed all at once. Easy peasy. And they had all this stuff in the attic, in the crawl space that the grandkids. How do you not know all the cool little hiding spots in your grandma's house? Weren't you inspecting all of that stuff when you were a kid? Because you wanted to know? Isn't that how that goes? All right. Somewhere. Showed you guys the glassware. Were you here for that, Lissa? Lissa, were you here for the glass? I didn't get a lot of glassware today. Yesterday I got a lot of glassware, and there's no pictures. That's a lie. There's pictures of the vintage Wesson oil mayonnaise makers, and I got 2 of those, and I got a vintage malted milk with the plunger and the aluminum top. I made too much to even tell you. I have a whole tub of Vaseline glass. Yesterday's you have to go on my IG to look at. I took pictures, and I didn't even get them all. So that'll be for another day. I love you, Greg. That's hilarious. Every nook and cranny. That's correct. That's awesome, Tracy. I should probably do that as well. Everybody should probably do that. It does get annoying, Greg, but if you have problem people, you need to have it. Anyway. Okay, Lissa, I'm going to do this just for you. These 2 pieces I got today. Everybody else already saw them. This is Fenton. I believe it's Fenton. They are, this one's from Albert Lee, Minnesota. This one is Souvenir, New England, New Delaware, ND, North Dakota, excuse me. New Delaware, like that's a state of mind, maybe. I got these 2 black amethyst Fenton candlesticks. This is just for Lissa real quick because she wasn't in here earlier. This black amethyst glass painted, also the same thing. And this black Fenton signed by the artist. Black amethyst glass. As for you, Lissa. And then these 2 Wonder Woman cups. One's from 78 and one's from 76. This one's 76. This one's 78, DC Comics. Those are for me to keep, though. Out of all of this, that's all I'm keeping. So I was walking out the door. The guy came down the stairs with 1 more box, and guess what it had in it? Does anybody know what brand of truck is no longer white? Does anybody know what brand bought white truck out? Fancy word. What did you use? Fenton is oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anybody know? I worked there for 10 years. If you know me, then you know. I was one of the first female foremen. It's never been taken out. Think freight something. Used to be white trucking. Used to be white trucks. Freightliner bought white truck. Freightliner also owns Western Star. This is from 1997 First Gear LLC. Volvo, registered trademark of Volvo GM. It may have been a QVC issue look like that maybe, but at least check. Oh, I will. I got all the books. I got all the books and more. And then I got you and I got Tim. Adrenaline from 2 days of going to the bins, I think. You're still up? I would have called you to see if you wanted to go with me, Cameron, but you were all hyped on. I knew you were doing your bins thing. So I didn't. Sorry, buddy. You would have had a blast. I can't even tell you how much stuff I left. I met a gal and her little girl. Her little girl was 4. They were there yesterday. She sells a little bit on Poshmark. And she started asking me questions. So I sat down at the dining room table with her and showed her how to use Google Lens. And Dren and I talked to her and her daughter for a little while. We had a great conversation. I saw that. You like my groovy hat, Jen, that Danielle sent me? I was going to buy it from her. She showed it. I don't know if she showed it in a haul or if she showed it on IG. And I was like, I need the hat. Send me your PayPal so I can buy it. And she just sent it to me. Is that cool? That is so cool. I'm the sender of things. And I got, not that people haven't sent me things. Don't think that. But this is just cool. Cool. Heather was with you and she probably, she would, you guys would have killed it there. Teacups galore. Not just teacups galore, but I think you learned a new word tonight when Tim was on your channel, the Demetis teacups. They're not Demetis teacups so much so as they're Demetis espresso cups. They're used for espresso and hot chocolate. That was the and tea, but that's what they're used for. I know some stuff too. I may not know as much as I shouldn't say that. I will never have the knowledge that Tim has in the vast areas of glass. I'm working on it. But the good thing about that is we have each other to ask all these questions. And then we have books. So, as a matter of fact, another estate sale I went to on Thursday, I literally had Tim on Instagram camera phone with me. I had the phone turned around and we were walking through the kitchen looking at all the glass. I had sent him pictures, a link to the estate sale, and what I was really after was the Vaseline glass, but it was all gone. But I got some other good pieces there. You'll get it, Cameron. Just like Tim said, don't listen to everything. Listen to everything, but don't take that as gospel. Like, I can't sell stuffed animals. I don't know what it is about them. I could list the same stuffed animal for the same price, for the same shipping as somebody else, and mine won't sell, and somebody else's will. So if you got all of you guys that know Robert, he goes by Zombie Bargain Hunter. You go back in his playlist a while, you'll see him with 4 huge brown garbage bags with eBay tape all over it. I sold him all of my unlisted plush, and it was 4 big garbage bags, and he did a whole haul on it. And thanks, Lissa. And one of the things in that was the Squatty Potty unicorn thing that poops unicorn ice cream, something like that. Can help myself. I can find them. I can find the good ones. I can find the expensive ones. But for some reason, and I sell, and I have a bunch listed. I picked up a bunch more this weekend. Why? Because they were gunned. They were vintage. I looked them up. Does that mean that I'm going to be able to sell them? I don't know. I might list them. I might sell them to somebody else. In one ear and out the other. There's a lot of people. Oh, you wholesale to him and Star? Yeah. I'm not going to speak about the other person that you mentioned. But I love Robert. He's a very nice guy. He's got a good heart. He would help just about anybody. As those of you that were in the challenge with me know, he bought Not only did he win the challenge, he bought like 12 items from different people that were selling in the challenge. That's just the kind of guy. Just listed an EV Build-A-Bear new with tag today. Pokemon plush sells. Well, I have a whole bin of Pokemon plush back there. Not listed. Some of them were Drens. I have the Pokemon Pikachu backpack, 2 of them. One is Drens that will never go anywhere because it was the last thing his mom bought him. And the other one I picked up at an estate sale. But I paid like maybe a penny for it. Anyway, so let's move along. Okay, Lissa. They literally were bringing stuff down from the attic. Okay? This box was like this. They didn't want to deal with it. Oh my God. They had thousands of the little vintage alcohol bottles, and I would say 98% of them were full. And they were collectible, and nobody was buying them, and they can't sell them. Like, I mean, I don't know what they were going to do with them. Thousands. I kid you not. The whole basement wall was, she had cabinets, and they were just lined with them, and they were upstairs in a cabinet. You could have bought those, Cameron. You and your wife could have drank the alcohol. Then you could have sold the empty bottles. You see? They probably would have sold you the whole collection for $50 because they can't get rid of them. They're going to have to throw them away. Anyway, they brought down this whole box. I looked in it. Let's just say I looked in it. And I said, how much do you want for the whole box? And she said $20. I'm like, sold. Okay, this was the first thing that I saw. It's a vintage glass jar. Doesn't have really any markings. Chalkware, I believe. This one may not be. This sucker's heavy. This is, I was having a hard time reading it, and I don't know if I'll be able to. The Trap, Columbia Falls, Montana. It's actually got a postcard from there in it. The Weeping Wall near Logan Pass in Glacier National Park. Really cool frame, though. This postcard's seen better days, but it may be worth a couple of bucks. Pretty sure this is Chalkware. It's heavier than crap. There's no name or anything on it that I could see, but I mean, I didn't even look in the box other than to see what the first few things were on top, and it was heavy. Yeah, I think it all is probably good. Greg, what am I going to do with a couple thousand miniature alcohol bottles? I can't even drink alcohol. It makes me ill. Chalkware. Just wait, it gets better. I know it's boring right now. Here's another frame from Souvenir of Glacier National Park. So there's another one to go with the other one. Are you ready for this? Lux Clock Manufacturing, Inc., Waterbury, Connecticut. Cuckoo Clock number 1. Cuckoo Clock number 2. Lux. Cuckoo Clock number 3. Cuckoo Clock number 4. These are all from Lux, Waterbury, Connecticut. I'm not even close to being done. Buffalo Bill Memorial, Cody, Wyoming. I believe this is Chalkware too. Let's just go with 2 of those. Doesn't matter if they're Chalkware or not. I think they are. I'll have to do. This is a, it's hard to tell, Norco-ware, Syracuse, I think it says on there. It has all the months in there, calendar. I think it's the whole set. There's a whole bunch of these. I'm running out of room. 1. These are some sets, sorry. These are not wood. I think they're resin. More ducks and pheasants to hang on the wall. Cuckoo clock number. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More of the bony ass horses. More of the ducks. There's a wine stopper. That looks like W.C. Fields. Or not a wine stopper, a wine cork. Mighty hunter, you roam the woodlands. Mighty male, search for game. O'er hill and dale, miss the big stuff, can't quite nab it. Just come home with 1 limp rabbit. That's hilarious. Wow. This guy was a Mason. How do I know that? This is an ashtray. This box, all of his stuff, he died quite some time ago. There's all of his stuff was apparently up in the attic. This is Fisherman's Wharf, San Francisco, California. I need to throw this stuff away. Another Fisherman's Wharf. Make a wind chime. Wow, you guys. There's another one with a squirrel. I don't know. $20 for this box, technically. Here's another squirrel. Squirrel. Technically, I'm not even going to go by how much I paid for this or how much. Let's play Mulligans and Winter Rules. This is Men for All Seasons, handcrafted, Signature Manufacturing Corp, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And it's got markings right there too. That's hilarious. I bet all of this stuff. Here's a tie rack, tie and a belt. No marking. This is my first time looking in here. Another one of those. This must have been for a desk. You put your safety pin or your pins and all that stuff in there. There's no markings on that, but it was put together with flathead screws, which is a good way couple of Google Lens will be my friend on these. Another one of those desk jobs. This is Sirocco wood, so maybe that's what all of this is. That's nice. Sirocco wood, made of Sirocco wood. Syracuse, New York. This is a brush, like a clothing brush. Ass hat. Yep. There's a bunch of them out there. So I bet all of this stuff is Sirocco wood, and I bet it was all made. That's all. And there's one last squirrel. So technically, if you want to go by what I paid for things, I can tell you what I paid for each thing. I can't tell you what I paid for each thing. I did buy a lot of bulk. Like I paid $20 for this whole box. She didn't even look at it. She knew there were some cuckoo clocks in it. And others, but she said, I love my grandma, but I'm so pissed at her right now, I can't even tell you. That's what she told me. Her grandma's still alive. Serious message. Warning, warning, warning. I have a whole box of it, Lissa. Douche nozzle. Who's a douche nozzle? Similar to douche canoe. You guys are cracking me up. Let me just put all this Sirocco wood. I have a feeling, Lissa, that these frames are made of the same thing. Yeah, they are. I don't know. It's dark out here. Not sure. But this stuff, oh, they had like 100. I was not interested because my kids have them because my friends owned a Texaco station. You know all the little banks that Texaco would put out every year for years. Put out the little banks. Shut the hell up. That's my favorite part of what's her name's song. Who do you think you're talking about? Shut the hell up. I need Danica. She's my singing partner. I did not see it, Lissa. My apologies. My apologies. You guys are cracking me up. Oh. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What? I can't count. 4, 5. Lissa, do you think this is Sirocco wood too? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think it might be. It's got a crack in it. So I don't know. See that? Pretty cool though. You know what? It's got the same design on the lid as the squirrels, the little squirrels had. So that's that box. But anyway, yep, that lid is. Okay, thank you. All right. What else? I showed you 2 of the books. And I have one. It's just, I'm going to try not to touch the screen because bad things always happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 boxes of books. They wanted $2 a book. I said, this was the deal I made on the books. The books, that box, she told me initially $20 for the whole box. The books, all of the books, nobody had even looked at them. I'd been there for over an hour by now. The books, that box of Chalkware, and all of the Star Wars cups. The deal was, and the black amethyst, the 2 custard glass pieces, and the 2 candlesticks for $140. That was that bundle. But altogether, everything I got yesterday and everything I got today, I paid roughly $1,400 for. If I counted everything together and just separated it, I will have less than $1 into each piece. Probably maybe even 50 cents. Yeah. Because she wanted initially, if she was going to sell the books, and nobody had looked at them, and they were only going to be open from 10 to 3 today, or 10 to 4. I don't know. They were tired. They were so tired. I paid her kids. Her oldest daughter was probably 14. I paid her $20 to help me bring stuff out yesterday, and I paid her $20 to help me bring stuff out today. I didn't need to. They were helping everybody. In my area, Tracy, yeah, there are. You see a lot of them at the men's, but I don't know that there's a super ton of them that go to estate sales. Not serious. If there are, they're not serious resellers, I want to say, because they bitch and moan about prices. They walk around with their hands in their pockets. You know, the ones. What's up? Good night. The ones that are serious are like digging through boxes. They're sitting in front of a bookshelf in the basement or in the book room. They're going through every book. You know, they're not all of them are as hardcore as me and go through every box and look up on the walls and look down and stuff like that. But they don't find the stuff that I find either. And that's okay. That's fine with me. I don't have it all listed, Jen. That's the problem. But I am working on it. So, you know, good night, Cameron. It's just bit by bit. And Fisa, you missed all of the Furbies. Anyway, so I don't normally drink this stuff, but I needed it today. Anyway, the amount of teacups that this guy, everything was dusted, everything was clean, immaculate, in this little old house in North Portland. And I would have loved to have bought one of the curio cabinets, but the grandkids were keeping the curio cabinets. And when I was looking at the Vaseline glass, they had a couple of pieces of green uranium glass, and I asked if they had any more, and she said, we took all the uranium glass. And I said, no, you didn't. And she said, we did. And I said, no, you didn't. I said, hang on a second. And I went out to my car because I thought put my flashlight in my pocket, but it wasn't. So I ran out and got that. And I came back in and I started flashing it over stuff. I said, you see all of this stuff? And she just looks at me and she's like, and I go, yeah. I said, and how many resellers do this, by the way? When I walked in the door, they go, ignore all the prices. Everything is buy one, get one free, or even cheaper. The more you buy, the cheaper it's going to be. That's what I got greeted with when I walked through the door. And I wasn't here. Tracy just, oh, okay. Groceries. That's hilarious. Amethyst is a good lurker. Oh, crap. I got the coolest pair of vintage slippers. They're gold slippers. They're in their original box. They're at the storage unit. And they are gold, and they look like they have gold rhinestones going down them, their heels. And over, they have the strap at the toe. They're like boudoir ones, and they have rabbit fur with a leather rose in the center of them. 25 cents. I mean, she's just like, I struggle with a lot of listing stuff. That's why I have the mess that I have, but I like it. I feel like you do too, Tracy. They would be perfect for you. But they're small. I wear a size 10, and I was like, those are so freaking cool. People just don't look at stuff like that. Anyway, so her prices were a little, need a model. Yep. Prices were a little higher today because she found some stuff that she thought was worth money, which it was. Absolutely. And I was willing to pay it because I got such good deals yesterday. But so I was looking through these books with my son. I pulled out 5 books today. I was showing this lady that I met yesterday with her little girl. They came back today. And there was a bunch of Beatrice Potter, the big boxes that you open up, the porcelain boxes that you open up. They were big. They were like this big. Upstairs, and there was a whole set of Beatrice Potter china and teacups. I can't even tell you how many teacups were there. Probably 2,000. They were all clean. They were all dusted. They were all taken care of. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Cameron. Anyway, so we were going through things, and I was talking with her and showing her how to use Google and all of that. But back to the yellow Vaseline where there was yellow Vaseline where there was some orange. And so when I went out and got my flashlight and started showing them, they were like, oh, and I go, do you want it? I said, I'm going to buy it if you don't want it. Do you want it? If you want it, it's your grandmother's, it's yours. But I don't feel comfortable going he in my head. They think they got all the good stuff and you not. I said, I'm not that kind of person. And she was just like, I can't take any more home. I love it. I'd like to have it. She goes, and I appreciate you being, you telling me this. She goes, but no, it's yours. I got that yesterday. There's no pictures of that. I got a whole bin of it. The creamers, sugar, and the tray. I got them in different patterns, different colors. And then I found that stuff sitting. It was just sitting. I got a green uranium glass one like this, painted like this, only it's green. Got that yesterday. They missed that. Asked them if they wanted it. They didn't. I got another uranium glass piece downstairs. I got 2 vintage butter bowls. A lot of people like to call them bread bowls. They are not butter bowls. I know what they are because I've used them all my life, being raised on a farm when we made butter. So I got 2 of those. And the prices that she had on these things when they initially tried to sell them is why they were still there. And I think she knows that. But super nice people. And they helped us carry everything out to the car. Like I said, I gave the kids $20 yesterday and $20 today for helping me. But these books, so I was showing my son the 2 books that I showed you earlier. This one from the story of the War of 1898, and it is dated 1898 inside. That's exactly what it is. And I was just pulling a few books out of here. You ready for this, Lissa? I didn't even look at this. 1933 Chicago and the World's Fair. Look at that effing cover. Look at that. You guys, books. 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 I've sold books. I've sold books for $400. I have more to sell. You guys, 4 of these books, 4 or 5 of these books will pay for this whole haul. Everything I bought. Good night, Jen. Thanks for stopping in. These aren't the books that you scan and send into Amazon. I don't sell on Amazon. I'm not going to. But the reason that made me buy these books was I picked one book out. I don't even know which one it was. Yeah, I do. No. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was this one. And I scanned it because I was showing that gal there who was looking at all of the teacups and everything else. And I pulled out eBay and I scanned it. Let's see. There's one list. These are listed prices, not sold. There's 2 of them, one for $88, one for $83, and then there's one for $129. There's one sold for $15.95, which is probably about what it goes for. There's another one sold for $19.89. Those higher listings. This isn't the exact book that I wonder if it's that one. Yes, this is it. Book uniforms and equipment of the Imperial Japanese Army. That's not it. This book right here. Imperial Japanese Army. Army in World War II. I scanned it. I said, here's the scans for listed. $59.95, $95.95, $96.95. There's only 3 of them sold. 40, 59, 55. I don't have a scanner app. I have eBay. I don't scan most books. Most of the books that I buy, you can't scan. They don't have barcodes on them. I'm using the eBay scanner app. eBay scanner. That's eBay. I got a 3-tiered dish like this the other day. All 3. I paid $38 for all 3. That's when I was talking to Tim. See what that one sold for, just for one? Most of them don't have the lids. I paid up for that. I have no problems using my Android, but what service are you on, Lissa? Not that it probably really matters anymore. They're all the same towers. Anyway, I looked up that book. I pulled these 2 big ones out. I didn't even know about the World's Fair book until my son and I were looking at him at his place when I took him his masks that I came home from the estate sale, finished his 5 masks and a couple other I made for employees that he works with that bought them. And I was showing him these Navy books, and I pulled this one out. The Campaign in Norway, 1940, and it has the guy's name on it, U.S. Army, 1942. This is cool. I want you to note the binding on it. It is bound with a military shoelace. Isn't that awesome? Recognition. Pictorial Manual of Naval Vessels. War Department. Navy Department. Japanese Landing Operations and Equipment. ONI, Restricted Division of Naval Intelligence and Characteristics Section. May 21st, 1943. Wow. That's right, Annie. Send me a link to the 33 World Fair book, Not Like I Need It. I didn't scan it. I haven't scanned it. You can't scan that. I have to look it up. When I get it listed, I'm going to work on this stuff is not going to storage. I'm going to see if I can get all of these books listed this week. Oh, I have probably, I can't even imagine to tell you. And it's not just that. I mean, Kinsey Photographer. Look at this. Logging. There's a whole bunch of logging books in here from the Pacific Northwest. Ainsey. ANSEY Photographer, Volumes 1 and 2. Looking to find a date on it. 1986. Chronicle Books, 1986, San Francisco. When I finally decided to buy them all was when I saw this lot. Let's see, I pulled one out to show my son and I were looking at them. This was trucking, Tillamook Burn Country. This was logging, Logger's Handbook. This is from my area. This is history from my area. This is from 1975, Logger's Handbook, Forest Resources, Time to Produce. This was logging. Seattle, Washington. I hate it when you can't just find a date right off. Doesn't really matter. Superior Publishing Company. Look at that. It's a totem pole. Just the graphics. Breathe. Oh, I love this stuff. I know a lot of people don't. This was Trucking, a pictorial history of the first quarter century of the trucking industry. These books don't always have the dates in an easy to... Okay, here we go. First edition, 1966. First edition. The heck was that? Clear up here. 1966. So that's the, I mean, I didn't even look through half of these. I didn't look through a tenth of them. Pacific Coast Railroad. Oh my God. Vernonia, a pocket in the woods. That's a town here in Oregon. And it is a mining, or it was a lumber town. Merchant ships of World War II. Anfisa, you still in here? Alaska Steam, the Alaska Line, a pictorial history of Alaska Steamship Company. Those postcards of logging back in the day of your region just kill me, felling trees. I know, huh? There's still trees here like that. I actually have people that I save some of these books for, especially if they're in this area. I have a person that I will save them for, and he will come look through them, and he pays me whatever I want for them. So I do have that. Some of these books are just like Portland, stories of Western loggers. I mean, I don't know, you guys. Oh, here's a small tree. Oh, this one's signed. Oh, it's signed by. It was a gift to Grandpa. And that's another thing too that you'll find when you buy these boxes of books like this. You'll find signed books like crazy. Round the Roses, Portland Past Perspectives. All about Portland. I won't read them all. Certain ones I may, but sometimes I'll read them just enough to get a little bit of history. But, you know, I mean, it's just like, I love them too, but I don't have time for that, Annie. Or Lissa, I just don't want them to get thrown away. I don't want them to go to the dump. And that's what's going to happen to them, because that's what they said they were going to do with them. She goes, $20 is better than, you know, she goes, I'm glad you're taking those. They had 5 Girl Scout book, the boxes that Girl Scout cookies come in. Sorry. They had 5 of those full of little golden books yesterday. They wanted 70. I think they were doing $1.75 a book is what they had on them, which isn't bad. And there was somebody looking at them. I was going to make her an offer on all of them. There's somebody looking through them, and I didn't want her to hear me say anything. I didn't want her to feel pressured. And there was so much other stuff to look at. And my friend came. I don't know what room I was in, and she goes, did you see all those little golden books? I just bought them all. And I go, oh, all right, okay. She goes, were you going to buy them? And I said, yeah, but there was somebody looking at them, and I didn't want to be rude while she was looking at them and say anything. I said, but that's good. I'm glad you got them. You know, one less thing for me to deal with. I think we figured that she ended up paying between a nickel and 10 cents a piece for them. There was that many of them. Anyway, and they were all in good condition, really good condition. So anyway, this stuff that a lot of people walk past and that people say that there's nothing good at their estate sales or stuff is too expensive, this is the stuff that I get. This was an awesome estate sale. It wasn't ran by a company where some of the prices were high. Yeah. But I didn't go to it the first 3 weeks that she had it. You know, so I have no clue what I missed out on, and I really don't care because there was so much stuff. She could have it for 3 more weeks. Anyway, so, I mean, if we just count, I can't even really count one whole box. Here, let's count one of the smaller boxes. This one came out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sternwheeler up the Columbia. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Model Shipbuilding. 11. This isn't a good book to be counting. U.S. Navy. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 books times $2. That's 44 bucks for this box. And it has probably the least amount in it. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes of books. And that was probably the smallest one. Western Shipbuilders in World War II. Have I bored you guys to death yet? Anybody? Anybody completely bored yet? I don't know. Copyright 1945 by James Houlihan. Officer Houlihan. Wasn't Houlihan the girl? Officer Houlihan was the girl in MASH. Yes or no? I can't remember. I think that's who it was. Houlihan was the girl in MASH. So, trying to think if I had anything else. I mean, it's kind of interesting to me. All of these ones are seafaring, ships annual. You know what? All right, Tracy. I'm gonna move you guys over here. Just let me know if it gets fuzzy. It's darker over here too. Maybe it won't be so bad for you. All right, let's put these wood items over here. That World's Fair one, I was just like, what? Okay, saw those. Ships Annual. The 1958. Is it weird that I get excited about this kind of stuff, this history? Am I the only one that gets excited about this? I mean, we could sell. I love this old stuff. Whale ships and whaling. Oops. Sternwheelers up the Columbia Gorge. That's one of our big sightseeing things in downtown Portland is the Sternwheeler Columbia Gorge. West Coast Windjammers. Maritime Memories of the Puget Sound. I can get Pictorial Treasury of the Marine Museums of the World. So her husband was in the military. The engine. Oh, wow. From paddle wheeler to nuclear ship. Can't really read the title of the engine powered vessel. That sucker's thick and heavy, and it does not have a barcode on it. Historic ship models, American ship models, Great Ships Around the World by Penrose Scoil. Scoil, that was good. I like Scoil better. Has more character to it. I'm just going to change his name for him. Apparently that Scoil didn't work for him. 1960. Whack myself in the face with it. This box is a mess. The History of the American Sailing Navy by Chappell. All of these are in the 60s. This looks like it was a set. 1949. The U.S. Navy, pictured by E. Mueller, Jr. So far, none of these have had... 1917, y'all. I don't know if you can see that. This is just a magazine, but it's probably worth something. Pacific South Square Rigger by Jim. Pictorial History of the Great by Jim Gibbs. Pictorial History of the Great Windships of Yesteryear. No scan code on it, so that means it's pre-1970s. 1969, first edition. Ship model making, USS Constitution. This sucker's not in the greatest shape, but that doesn't mean anything. It was written in, it's too dark right here to tell you what it says. My feet are freezing. $1927. Oh yeah, exactly. I love this stuff. And I have so many books in my storage, and I probably should just get somebody to help me list books or something. I'm going to have to figure something out. I literally have thousands of unlisted books that are worth thousands of dollars, and I kid you not, because I know what I buy, and I may not scan and look everything up. You don't have to scan and look everything up after you've been doing this for a while, and you start seeing this stuff and you start buying it and you start selling it, especially when it's a niche like this. Not every old book is worth money. We all know that. Not every new book is worth money. A lot of books you will never get the price that was paid for them. And then some books you might get 40 or 50 times what they were paid for, depending on the rarity of them. That's another thing. People overuse the word rare. Hard to find. I have a few things that are rare because I know they were rare, like that Red Wing vase. The can't even remember what it was called now. That was rare. They didn't make very many of them, and there were none other out there to be found. That's when you use the word rare, right, guys, gals, peeps? American sailing ships, another old one. I'm going to put these in there a different way, so that's kind of why I'm... The Twilight of Sailing Ships by Robert Carse. Again, no. The fact that the 1965 first edition, the fact that the majority of these still have their dust jackets, and that the majority of the dust jackets are in, for the most part, pretty good condition. Oh, this is a honking book. The Lore of Ships. This guy was in the military. He was a Marine. They bought this for 20 bucks. Whenever you see, let me tell you something. Lots of times at estate sales, they don't want to put price tags on books. The good estate sale people won't put a price tag on a book. They won't put a price tag on a magazine. They won't put a price. They'll either put postcards and stuff in things, or they won't put a price tag on them. They will take a pencil and they will write the price right there. So if you open up a book and you see, if you can't, or they will put a list at hardbacks, $2, $5, paperbacks, whatever, something like that. So this book was, at one point in time, somebody paid $20 for it, wherever they bought it at. That's a tip that you guys may know and you might not know. This is 1963. First edition, printed in Sweden. Tell me that's worth a couple of pennies. How many? I don't know, but I'll find out. Because that's what I do. I hate putting books in boxes, especially after I've looked at them and I know what they are. Just about. You guys probably think I'm nuts. That's okay. I'm good with that. I've come to accept my nuttiness. There's all kinds of books in here on tall ships on the Puget Sound. So this box is pretty much all about ships. Got that. I could be doing a better job here, but I'm not. Just trying to. This box is all about Japanese military cartridge handguns, 1893 to 1945. The M1 Garand and the M1 Carbine, a collector's guide to Marine Corps uniforms and equipment, 1941 to 45. This is like a military. This is like military stuff, military horror stuff, like glass and collect and that kind of stuff. Books are for glass horrors, whatever you want to call it. I'm in a group that's called the L.E. Smith Glass Horror Facebook group. I joined it just so that I could learn some stuff. U.S. caliber 30 carbine. That's what this box is about. You had paid $800. I had a paid of 800 Vogue dolls dropped to 150 because they stuck stickers on. Yeah. War in Korea. This does have an ISBN number, so it might not be that old, but love the fact that they put this one was $29. $1982. Who's calling? Military Rifles of Japan. Japanese Rifles of World War II. You guys need to know it. Grunt gear. 782 gear, U.S. Marine Corps field gear and equipment of World War II. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a big book. United States Marine Corps uniforms, insignia, and personal items of World War II. Look at that picture. U.S. infantry and weapons of World War II. 2 Jima, Jima, portrait of a battle. United States Marines at war in the Pacific. World War II. This one's Seen Better Days by C.L. Sulzenberger. Holy crap, can't you just... Why can't they just make this easy? Be asking too much. I don't feel like looking anymore. It was initially $20. It happened in Oregon. That should go over here with Oregon. Tom Art's price guide to character and promotional glasses. They had a shit ton of those. That's a nice little score. That doesn't belong in there. The Collector's Encyclopedia of Metal Toys. Contemporary fast food drinking glasses, collectible. Dude, these are going in my library. Collecting toy soldiers. American Military Patch Guide. Oh, yeah. I got 2 whole bags of military patches. The Mightiest Army by Colonel Carl Deltzer. This was 35 cents. It's like a magazine. A magazine. See? Wow. This is cool. General Staff Corps, former roving editor of the Reader's Digest, so that's why it looks like a magazine. Printed in the United States, 1945. Can you see that? Iwo Jima, thank you. I don't even want to put that in there. It kind of got, I'm going to put this in here between these 2 big books like this so it can get smushed the right way. Do you like how I fix my books? Shit. I just got 5 new books for my collection, which is researching shit that I buy. Because you're not always going to find it on the interwebs, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. World War II. You guys, American Cowboy, Purtle TC, the 10 in Texas, whatever the hell. Some of this stuff's worth some money, some of it's not. Charles M. Russell, this is about Native Americans. I can guarantee you that if I have a bunch by a famous Charles M. Russell, paintings, drawings, and sculptures in the Ammon Character Museum. Ammon. Ammon. A-M-O-N. Ammon. Ammon. Come on! That's technical book jargon, Melissa. That's how that works. I can't concentrate. This is probably at least worth 20, probably more. The Art of the Old West. Collection of the Gilchrist Institute. Selections and text by Paul A. Rossi and David C. Hunt. I would guess that that's probably worth 20 or 30 bucks. First published in the United States by Alfred A. Kopf, Inc. in 1971. So this has got 1985. This is the second edition. Second printing. This one I don't really think is worth anything. 20th Chronicles of the 20th Century. Now I could be wrong. Because I'm wrong all the time. It's 1153. Who is... Let's see. This one has a barcode. Oh, I don't want Google Lens. Let's see. Some idiot. Okay, let's just look at this. Hang on a second. This book weighs 10 pounds. Even at medium mail. Somebody has it listed at $6.84 with free shipping. And it's not an auction. Okay, that's just the lowest one. I just had to comment on that. And one has sold at $6.84 with free shipping. Do you see that? Do you now have a box of NA illustration books? Do look them up. Some of them are quite desirable, even if you think, what? Yeah, I know. The spoken... I have a bunch listed that are by Edward... Edward Curtis, look him up. I've sold a lot of his, and I have several more of his listed. This guy right here. I thought that was funny too, Tracy. David C. Hunt wrote it, and it's got pictures of, yeah, she's thinking remove the H in between the C and the UNT. There you go. I got you, Tracy. So, and it's funny. Isn't it funny how I could look at this book and go, that's, I've looked at enough books and I've sold enough books. Certainly not saying I am all knowledgeable about books, because I'm not. I don't think any one person can be all knowledgeable in any item, but you get to that point where, like, you and Tracy can look at some jewelry and can you guys see a little? Okay, let's see. Where is that thing coming from? Can you see a round dot of light on my nose? Now it's under my eyes. Tracy, Lissa's not feeling good. She took a pain pill. So she's not her normal self right now. She's trying to stay awake. I don't. I'm so excited about this book right here. I can't even tell you. Let's just see. "1933 Chicago and the World's Fair" book. Well, the last one sold on March 29th for $26.35 plus shipping. There's only a couple listed. And that's just on eBay. It's actually, if I saw this correct, there's one listed for $19.50. There's one listed for $22.09. Yeah, there's two listed. I don't know why. There's a bunch of Al Capone and the 1933 World's Fair. But that specific book, there's only two listed. And I don't know why they would list them so low when that other one sold for almost $30. Who am I? So, okay. These ones we already know are worth money because we looked them up. Just, I mean, Max, here's a book for you, Tracy. This one's for you. Maxfield Parrish by Coy Ledwood. Maxfield Parrish was one of the most successful and original American painters and illustrators of the earliest 20th century, a period that has since become known as the Golden Age of Illustration. Let me read to you. Never before or since has an entire generation of Americans grown up surrounded by cans of cleanser, calendars, and boxes of chocolate adorned with such memorable Parrish paintings as Daybreak and Garden of Allah. In such works as these, the artist created a mythical kingdom. We all need to live in that mythical kingdom. I'm up for it. Anybody want to go with me? Where impossibilities were treated as realities. This magic land was completed with genies, gnomes, mythical heroes, and classical nymphs reclining by shimmering lakes that reflected gorgeous cloud-encircled castles. This world captured the imagination of virtually the entire American public. F. Scott Fitzgerald, for example, described the reflection in a restaurant window as being the color of Maxfield Parrish moonlight. My grandkids love for me to read to them. That is cool. This would be one I would enjoy reading. 1973, manufactured in Japan, first printing 1973. Oh, hilarious. I don't know if she does. I was being silly and teasing her. That's really a cool book. there, though. I mean, and none of these, I don't. Pacific Coast, I already showed you guys that one earlier. It's just like the Charles M. Russell book. This doesn't have a, this one has seen better days, which is all right. It looks like it might have been something exciting. Oh, hey, here's part of the here's a part of the desk cover. What's left of it. I was just teasing her about the mythical and all of that. The life and work of the cowboy artist, the Charles Russell book by Harold McCracken. Copyright 1957 by Harold McCracken. All rights reserved. Printed in the United States of America. 15, 14, 13, 12. It doesn't have a first edition or anything like that, but I have a feeling that this is it, the only edition. Or anyway, wow. Oh, wow. This came off of a calendar of the same. It's kind of hard to hold up because it's falling apart. I wish they hadn't put all these calendar pieces in here. There's something else back here. What is that? I keep seeing it. Oh, that's the other part. I don't know. Yeah, this book is pretty torn up. However, it has some really nice plates in it. So somebody will buy it for that. Like, here's a page. This is a prime example of my dog ate my homework. Sounds good anyway. Here's another one. Frederick Remington, text by Peter Hasrick. It's got the cowboys and the Indians at this time. Paintings, drawings, and sculpture in the Ammon Carter Museum and the Sid W. Richardson Foundation collections. This goes with that other one. Kind of. The other one that had Ammon in it. This is... Why do they have to make this such a pain in the butt? Remington, Library of Congress. Copyright 1973. All rights reserved. Yep. This is the first edition of this one. That's that for that. I'm done. I gotta be done, you guys. I'm cold. It's freezing out here. My legs are cold. My knee is swollen. I'm whining. And I have a lot of work to do tomorrow. I had a horrible sales weekend, and I know it's because I haven't listed that much. I'm not going to whine about it, but I don't even know if I'm going to do a what sold video. I'll set this to the side for you, Lissa. I wasn't ignoring you. I just think, personally, with the Art Deco on it, just the picture on the cover, it should be worth, in my mind, way more than $26. But that's not what it is. That's not what they're saying. And that's what you got to go by. No matter how much we might think something's worth, that doesn't mean you're going to get somebody to buy it. It is, Tracy. Lisa. Good night, Tracy. Have a great week. And crap, what was I going to tell you? I don't know. I don't sell on Etsy. I have no desire to sell on Etsy, but thank you. No, what's fair is what it's selling for, Lisa. But do you know what I mean? You look at something and you think to yourself, that is so gorgeous, that is so beautiful. And you think to yourself, this is going to be worth this much. And then you look it up and it's worth less than you think it is because it's just not a demand for that like you think there would be. Now, maybe on another platform like Etsy or I don't know. I would normally do a lot of research on these things, on something like that, but I'm not. I'm going with eBay prices on all of this. Not going to mess around, and because I need to get this shit listed and sold. It's got to go. It's got to go. Got to go. Good night, Sal. Have a great week. Anyway, and so I have to get it out the door. I can't. When I first started listing, I had such a hard time because you get so lost in research, and then you would think, oh, I can get so much more money for it. And you would list all of this stuff for all these high prices, and then they sit there because you're being unrealistic. I don't pay a lot of money. Did I put out a lot of money this weekend? I did. But if we go down the rabbit hole of counting each piece of everything I bought, this is why I buy in bulk buys. Because when you buy in a bulk buy, you get a better deal and your stuff is cheaper. And I probably have 800 or 900, maybe 1,000. I will count them. I don't know. A very large amount of Hallmark ornaments. And they're all in like series. Anyway, so good night, Annie. Good night, Lissa. Good night, Tracy, if you're gone already. Everybody else that's hanging out in the background, quiet. I appreciate you all being here. There's I don't know when I'm going to go sourcing again, if I need to go sourcing again, but I will have more haul videos because I do have stuff from other estate sales that I haven't shown you guys. So I will do more haul videos. I'm sorry I haven't been around the last week and a half. It's just how it is. But thank you guys so much. Have a great week. Lissa, call me when you wake up out of your coma tomorrow. If I don't answer, leave me a message. I will call you back. All right? Okay. Love ya.